Hi, good morning friends. I'm going to deal the subject network analysis. Unit 1, Introduction to the Electrical Circuit. The syllabus covered in this unit are basic definitions, network classification, energy sources, Kirchhoff's laws, resistance, inductance, capacitance, series and parallel combination of resistances, and series and parallel combination of inductors, and series and parallel combination of capacitors, source transformation technique, and star delta transformation. Source transformation technique and star delta transformations are very important. And mesh analysis and node analysis. The total network analysis depends on two methods, that is mesh analysis and node analysis, right? So coming to the topic 1, that is a basic definition. In this unit, in this video, I am going to discuss about basic definitions only. So total there are 4 definitions are there. First one is voltage, current, power, energy, very important. So these 4 definitions are very important because of so for the circuit shown introduction, for the circuit shown in the slide, that is the power can be generated in the power station. All we know that the power can be generated in the power stations, which can be transferred through the transmission lines and also through the distribution lines towards the commercial industrial consumers and residential consumers, right? So in the total this network, we need to know the parameters, that is voltage, current, power and energy. These 4 parameters are very important. So that's why in this slide, in this video, I am going to discuss these 4 definitions. Okay, coming to the first definition, voltage. What is meant by voltage? So the definition of voltage is, here I mentioned, the potential difference between the 2 terminals is called voltage. So I mentioned the potential difference between the 2 terminals or points is called voltage. So here the what is meant by potential difference? So what is meant by potential difference means, so I will take a small example here. So here I mentioned the some positive and negative. This is let us say this is a voltage source. Here I mentioned positive and negative. The potential of positive is 230 volts and the potential of negative is 0 volts. So the potential difference is nothing but the potential difference of positive and negative, that is 230 minus 0 is equal to 230 volts. The potential difference between these 2 points or terminals is 230 volts, that is 230 minus 0. Potential difference means 230 minus 0 is nothing but 230 volts, right? So the potential difference between the 2 terminals is called voltage. That means the voltage of this terminal is nothing but this circuit or this source is nothing but 230 volts, because 230 minus 0 equal to 230 volts. Okay, right? So okay, right? I will take another also. 2 terminals I have taken, that is this is 230 volts and this is also 230 volts, right? The potential difference between these 2 terminals, that is 230 minus 230 is equal to 0, right? So let us take first of all let us take this source in the place of battery. Here I am taking a small diagram. So here this is plus and this is minus. First of all, in place of this battery I put 230 0, that is plus minus this voltage source I put here. So when there is some potential difference between these 2 terminals, that is 230 minus 0 nothing but a 230 volts. So here I apply 230 volts to this bulb. Okay, so then the current passes through the wire and towards the bulb, so the bulb will be glow. Okay, right? So then only, that is okay, right? So another voltage source also here I mentioned, that is this voltage source. So let us say I will replace it by this one, 230. This is this I place here. When this voltage source plays here, So that means 230 and 230. The potential difference between these two at this point is 0, because 230 minus 230 is equal to 0, right? There is no potential difference, right? There is no potential difference means 230 minus 230 is equal to 0, right? So then there is no current passes through towards the bulb, because there should be some potential difference between the two, then only the current passes through the circuit, right? So that is nothing but voltage. If you have only potential difference, then only the current passes. So without potential difference means there is no current passes through the circuit. That is a small example, that is 230 and 230. If you have same potentials, nothing but the potential difference between these two are 0, right? So there is no potential difference and there is no current passes through the circuit. If you should provide the potential difference between two points, then only the current passes through the circuit, right? Coming to the equation, that is V equal to, that is the voltage V is equal to W by Q, here where W is equal to energy in joules and Q equal to charge in coulombs, right? So we can write this voltage rated by dW by dQ. That is here the dW nothing but a change in energy, W nothing but energy. So the change in energy here, dQ nothing but a change in charge, so the voltage can be rewritten by dW by dQ. All we know that the voltage units are volts, that is V, that is volts, right? So we can define voltage in another manner also from this definition, that is from this formula, right? So here I mentioned this is a W nothing but a energy, Q nothing but a charge, right? So actually I already said that when there is some potential difference between the 2 points, then only the current passes through the some devices, right? So here also I mentioned the same. The energy required to move the charged particles in a conductor is called voltage. That is the energy required to move the charged particles. This is energy and this is charge, right? The energy required to move the charged particles is called voltage, right? So another definition of voltage is the energy required to move the charged particles in a conductor is called voltage. Okay, so the first definition is the potential difference between the two terminals or points is called voltage, and the second definition is the energy required to move the charged particles is called voltage. Means the energy required, so that is the potential difference is required to move the current, that is a charged particles, is called voltage, right? This is all about voltage. So coming to the second definition, that is current, right? Very very important, current. So all we know that the definition of current, that is the movement of free electrons in a conductor is called current, right? The movement of free electrons in a conductor, the movement of free electrons in a conductor is called current. I said that the movement of free electrons. What is meant by movement of free electrons? So why we necessity? So yeah, I already simply previous I said that when there is some potential difference between the 2 points, then only the current passes through the circuit, right? So when the current passes through the circuit means the movement of free electrons, and I mean movement and free electrons require some force to move in a conductor, right? So some force required, some force nothing but here is voltage, nothing but a EMF, nothing but electromotive force. So okay, right? How much of force required to move the free electrons? How much of force required to move the free electrons? Every mechanical part, to move the every mechanical part we require some force, but there is some mass for any device, right? Here also the mass of free electron or electron, here I mentioned the mass of electron 9.1 into number of minus 31 kgs. That means very 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 less, the mass of electron is very very much of less, right? Because that is 0.0000000 something 31 zeros after that, 91, right? Means that much of kgs, nothing, that very much less than, less mass. That's why, so to move the free electrons we require very much low voltage only. Even you apply 0.1 also, 0.1 volts also, so then we can move the particles, that is charged particles or free electrons. Okay, so the movement of free electrons in a conductor is called current. So coming to the definition in terms of formula, that is I equal to q by t. I equal to q by t, where q equal to charge in coulombs, where t equal time in seconds. The current can be rewritten as I equal to dq by dt. Dq by dt, dq nothing but a change in charge, where tt is equal to change in time, right? So another definition for this also we have, that is the rate of change of charge in a conductor is called current. The rate of charge, right here, dq nothing but a charge, tt nothing but a time, right? The rate of change of charge, the rate of change of charge in a conductor is called current, right? So the units for current is amperes. The unit for current is amperes. So here I mentioned a very important point also, that is about current. Here I mentioned a small circuit, that is here I put a battery. Okay, here I put some bulb. Okay, so when it should be some closed path. Here I mentioned actually circuit nothing but a closed path, right? So when we apply some voltage, then the current passes through this way and this way and this way, and the bulb will be glow and coming back to the circuit, that is coming back to the minus terminal. That is here I want to said that the current passes through this way and 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 this way. So why I am telling like this? Because when if any wire in the middle of the circuit melts, that it becomes open circuited. If the circuit is open circuited, then the current becomes zero and the bulb cannot be glow, because so the circuit should be closed path, then only the current passes through the circuit. Okay, the circuit is a closed circuit, then only the current passes through the circuit. Because of that reason only the current passes through the circuit and the device will be works. If any wire in the middle of the circuit melts or damaged, then the current passes through circuit is zero, so there is no device works in the circuit, right? So in the open circuited the current becomes zero, so the current always choose only closed paths only. If any open circuited, the current cannot be flow, right? So that is about current. Okay, we will briefly discuss in the AC circuits about DC and AC, the difference between DC current and AC current, right? Coming to the next definition, very important, that is power. What is meant by power? So simply I will tell you that based on formula, right? So that is P, where P equal to W by T, that is P equal to power. W nothing but here I mentioned, that is where W equal to energy in joules, where T equal time in seconds, right? So we can written this as P equal to dW by dt, right? So dW nothing but a change in energy, dt nothing but a change in time. Okay, dW equal to change in energy, dt equal to change in time, right? So from this we can dW by dt we can written as dW by dq into dq by dt, right? We can cancel dq, it becomes dW by dt only, right? So where dW by dq, just now I mentioned, that is dW by dq nothing but a voltage, right? So dW by dq is equal to voltage, V equal to dW by dq. Previous definition only I told you, V equal to dW by dq, where dq by dt nothing but a current, right? So then the power can be written as V into I. Very important. The current, let's say the current I equal to where I equal to dq by dt, where I equal to dq by dt, just now I repeated, that is p equal to v into I, right? So main the definition I told you that the rate of change of energy, nothing but the rate of change of energy, p equal to dw by dt, nothing but the rate of change of energy, nothing but w. Okay, the rate of change of energy is called power, right? So here about power I mentioned a small circuit. So here it is I connected in the circuit is resistance, some resistance, I applied some voltage V and the current passes through the resistance is I. So why the power here? The here when the switch is closed, the current passes through the circuit. Switch is closed, nothing but the voltage applied, and then the current only passes through the circuit or resistance. Here the resistance. Okay. So the power consumed by the resistance here P is equal to VI, nothing but there should be some voltage drop across the resistance is occurs, because here this is some device has every device has required some voltage, that is here that is voltage V, and the current passes through the circuit is I. So the power consumed by the resistance is equal to P equal to VI. So in the briefly we can discuss in the resistance topic. Okay, right? So every device required power only, not voltage and current. Every device required power. Okay, right? Coming to the units of power is watts, watts and also kilowatts. We can also written as kilowatts if you need based on application, right? So watts is the units for power. So we briefly also discuss about power in the difference between AC and DC power also in the next chapter. Okay. Lastly, the definition is energy. So we know that all of you we already learned this energy definition in the previous 10th inter only. The capacity to do work is called energy. The energy definition is the capacity to do work is called energy. Already previous power P equal to, we know that W by T, where W equal to P into T, we can written as W energy. W equal to energy, P equal to power, T equal to time, right? Where W equal to energy in joules, P equal to power in watts, T equal to time in seconds. The energy can be written as P into T, which can be written as W equal to integration of P into dt, because the energy can be calculated over a period of time actually. That's why I mentioned here integration. W equal to integrate of P into dt, right? So because I mentioned here integration, because the energy can be calculated over a period of time, nothing but if we where W equal to where P equal to, already we know that P equal V into I, right? So P equal V into I, we can written as the energy is equal to integration of P into V into I into dt, right? So the units already we know that that is P equal to Vi, right? So the units for energy is equal to watt hour. The units for energy is equal to watt hour. We can written also this was kilowatt hour. Okay, so the power and energy, so the energy consumed by the consumer, here I mentioned the energy consumed by the consumer, usually in the meter, that is energy meter. So already we know that all the households we have, that is energy meters. So 1 unit of power, 1 unit of energy, the 1 unit of energy is nothing but a 1 kilowatt hour. So 1 unit means 1 kilowatt hour, that is the meaning of 1 unit is 1 kilowatt hour, right? So this is about energy. Okay, thank you. Coming to the next video, we need to discuss about classification of network elements. Thank you.